Saw where they came out with a 10-meter dim of southeast of Alaska. Everywhere though, it
Oh, really?
doesn't cover very much.
That's a
So
bummer.
I'm holding off.
Maybe by the time we get back around to that part of the world.
Yeah, maybe we'll have somebody who'll do at least a 20-meter dim, and that'd be great, especially if it's free.
Yeah.
My favorite prize.
Yeah.
Yep.
That river looks tempting, but at the same time, I know when I get down there, it'll be too dark to actually see what I'm doing.
I had that same thought. A little too dark yet.
Hey, Rocket, did you get through Florida before Tropical Storm Elsa got there?
I did, yeah. In fact, I was down in Cuba, and it had already passed Cuba.
You missed all the
I
fun.
was heading up towards the Gulf.
Yeah, Jacksonville down to Orlando, Miami was just horrific. It was brilliant.
I heard it was. Did you go through it?
Yeah, I was in DC-6 though, so it was just, cruise through it, no problem. Landings
A lot
was
of
fun,
rain
though.
and wind, though.
Yeah, a lot of cloud, a lot of rain, a lot of wind, a lot of lightning. Landings were sketchy, not my best.
Yeah,
I bet so, yeah.
saw a few people posting videos online trying to take off in like Cubs and stuff, basically vertical takeoff in the headwind.
Yeah, you get airborne, but you're flying backwards.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you're within,
Yeah.
as long as you're within inside the perimeter fence, that's a landing, right?
Yeah, right, yeah. I'm technically within the airport bounds, so it counts.
In real life, they'd have been staying home in bed.
Right, yeah. Whereas the moment that any storms are announced, all the sim pilots are heading out to mess with it, you know.
I saw where Mike Patey is started skinning his wing right now.
Oh,
So
really?
behind on those
Yep.
videos. I'm
It just
like
came out
6
today.
videos behind. I gotta catch up.
Yeah, I checked his feed last night. Yeah, it's just come today. I must watch that after.
That looks like one hell of a wing, though, I tell you.
Yep.
Never seen a double slotted slat like that.
He's always changing the rules. You know, like, well, this doesn't exist. Let's make it happen. Kind of see how it goes.
Man's borderline genius, I swear he is.
Yeah.
You just don't see anybody that has that engineering background and able to build a plane also with the skills of building it.
Yeah, he's got the engineering knowledge. He's got basically a very strong handle on like aeronautical haul
Yeah,
all
not
that
to
stuff.
mention he got a shit pot full of money too.
Yeah, right.
That always helps.
Yeah, I think it's the ideas. It's the ideas he comes with, but he's actually got the
Oh yeah,
money, the tools, the facilities to actually try it out and fail. I bet he
Right.
has a lot of failures we don't hear about. But,
Yeah, he's got a giant pile of scrap somewhere. Trial and errors, you know.
Yeah, he did the flow charts, the double wing, and a full flap. The airflow is even flowing below with full flaps extended. The
Yeah.
rear flap, unbelievable.
Well, that's why that's what
Yeah.
I mean. He's got a real good understanding of
Yep.
like, you know, aerodynamics and things like that. You know, it's crazy. It's wealth of
Yeah.
knowledge.
even with flaps down, he's still got laminar flow with those double
Yeah.
slotted slats.
yeah, I mean those variable geometry wings. Yeah, that's sort of commercial stroke military type grade technologies, isn't it nowadays?
Right.
Indeed, yeah.
And you've got all these other bush pilots out there like, this is great, but I'll never like you. Like, how could I ever
No,
afford to do this? You know, myself. You know,
well, yeah, you can't unless you got his monetary facilities, I guess. Not only
Yeah.
the money, he's got the facilities to do it with.
Yeah, I mean, it would be cheaper for Mike to basically go, okay, well, I'm going to basically start producing this aircraft and for people to purchase it rather than, you know, re-engineer and, you know, try and fit those types of
Yeah,
wing.
but then you're letting
to
yourself
existing
in for
technology.
liabilities too when you start doing that.
Oh yeah, I mean, just like any other, you know, company, I guess it's up, you know, it's up, he's got the tug company. Does he want to start the Mike Petty bush plane company? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know.
Right behind you, DN. That's quite the cliff there.
Yeah, that's
it's
steeper
like-
than I thought.
I saw you guys making for that cut.
I can give you a little tip, Hardcat, by following DN.
Let me tell you how
yeah.
this
Be
is gonna
prepared
go.
for anything.
Let me tell you how this is gonna go.
Yeah.
Practice your upside down maneuvers.
Nice one, Tom.
I have vibrating fabric.
Yeah, I'm bummed I'm gonna miss the last leg of the Alaska trip, but oh well.
I mean, where are your priorities, man?
I know, right? Yeah. Yeah. Let me just pack up my whole rig and take it to Colorado with me for the weekend.
And why are you not doing that?
I know, yeah. I don't trust the commercial airlines to keep my stuff in one piece.
Surely you pack it up Sunday evening and ship it, right?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
when you get there. Oh, come on, you make it sound so difficult.
Yeah. What am I doing? Clearly this is the only solution.
Well, so you're gonna have to solo it when you get back.
I might do it Tuesday. I think Gravel's gonna. I think he's gonna do it Tuesday night.
You're
as
back
well.
Tuesday, yeah. Do it with the other group. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Obviously, not as good as this group, but you know.
you know, I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah, there's no other group like this one.
You know. I am surprised. Maybe it's. I don't know. Maybe people just elected they didn't want to jump in towards the tail end, but it seems like we've got a lot of new people hopping into the server and stuff. Hopefully, a few more decide to take up the Andy's trip. You know, be nice to.
Yeah, I hope so.
Get
I
some more,
mean,
get
we've
some more
got
people active. You know,
we got so many people on the Discord, you know, that it's
that's what I'm
a
saying.
shame that they don't come and fly around with us on multiplayer.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but there's been quite a few, you know, long trips that I've seen, and I'm sort of like, well, they're already, you know, 6 days into it. It's probably not worth me starting now.
Right.
So that might be the same on the Discord. You know, if we
Yeah.
push the Andes ones and in the Andes trip in the next few weeks, and yeah, you probably get some more sign-ups.
Yeah, hopefully. Just be nice
Somebody-
to keep people active, you know.
Somebody coming on new could be a little intimidated too.
Yeah, I mean, if they've never done multiplayer before, it is intimidating. You don't know what you're getting into.
It made me
Wish there was
nuts the
some
first time I did it.
I wish there was some way we could let them know how good it is, and that nobody's going to bite their head off, you know, when they come on here.
I mean, just
So have
them
fun.
watch any of the videos that I've streamed.
Yeah, I was going to say, just put them onto Dragon Twitch videos.
Yeah.
It's all there, warts and all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like you're dealing with proper procedures or, you know, somebody on running the tower or anything like that. It's just
Nah.
fooling around in the backcountry, you know. Who cares?
Do your own thing. And just follow in a group and do whatever you want.
And no one watches when you crash land, right?
Exactly.
Never. Never. No one ever.
Absolutely.
Oh, well, if that's the case, I never crash land.
As
Yeah,
I,
I've never landed in the water either.
as I tuck these crash scorecards a little bit further underneath my seat. No one ever does that.
Yeah, it's not like any of us have ever landed on our faces before, have we?
Right.
No, never.
True
They,
confession.
it
Time,
it
guys.
is amazing how efficient everyone's got those from the first time we started.
True confession. I've been flight simming since FS 98, and I was never comfortable landing aircraft. I'd get up, take off, I'd fly around, and then I'd exit the sim before I had to land. And no, seriously, because you know, I got tired of bending them, and I didn't know you could turn damage off and that type of stuff. So, you know, I would, but not always. And geez, this after flying with you guys and stuff, it's there's nothing to it. And
That's right. It is.
that's one
It's
I
just
really-
practice.
it's when we were first testing carbon for gravel. I mean, I wasn't an official tester, but I was doing a lot of flying with it in my local area, just testing for well, it was the carbon and testing night landings and night takeoffs and stuff like that. And I just, you know, got into it and did it, and it got easy. And you know, I won't say stall landings are easy for me now, but at least I can do them. As long as I'm not trying to stop on a dime or anything.
Yeah,
Old,
and I
the
think
old days of, sorry. Go ahead, Dan.
Just make sure you have your parking brake off.
That's good.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean
well,
that's the thing about simming. It allows you to try stuff you wouldn't dare try in real life, you know, if you were a pilot.
Yeah.
And yeah, you try stuff. You think, wow, you know, when we started day one, we had enough trouble just keeping on a straight line on the, you know, on a pavement runway. And now you
Yeah.
got people landing on one wheel, water skiing, you know, inverted through gorges and all the rest of it. And you think, well, you know, if you haven't learned something doing this trip, then you know you're dead inside.
Yeah, you weren't paying attention.
Exactly.
You're supposed to be paying attention.
And you're only gonna yeah. What? You're only gonna get better too as we progress and do more trips.
Yeah, Rexpo, you kind of tuned in on the old memory strings, the old Microsoft Gaming Zone and dial-up internet.
Yeah. Oh Lord.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, you,
28.8
The
modem.
days. Yeah.
you remember Square Clouds?
I do. Yeah.
I'm trying not to.
And the whole time you're thinking it'll never get more real than this.
When people bitch about the live weather and stuff like that, I say, boy, you know, you never flew FS 98 with the Square Clouds, did you?
Look to your 9 o'clock, guys.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Coming up, breaking through.
I think I can go back further than that. I remember flying a flight simulator made by a company called Sublogic.
I remember that.
Ah, yeah.
That
I never
goes
played
way
it, but
back.
I saw it. Saw pictures.
I had it for my Commodore 64.
That's what it was.
I had a Commodore 64. I had one of those, but it did not have a flight sim on it.
And well, you had to load it with a 5 1/4 inch, or not, 5 1/4 inch floppy.
That's
Yeah,
right.
and you
Took
had to
forever.
know how to program
You
too.
put it in and then went out and brewed a pot of coffee, and when you came back, it might come up.
Man,
And
we're going to have to call
That's
this,
right.
recall this group Golden Dinosaur, not Golden Eagle.
Hey, I'm a T-Rex.
We've been around.
Yeah.
I started off with the Apple IIc, I think.
There you go.
Pick 20 here.
Yeah, same. The best computer ever.
Yes.
Yeah, my parents bought one. I must have been about 11, 12 years old, and my parents bought one so I could learn, IT. And I could never get on it because they were both playing Pac-Man out of the cartridge.
Yeah, I think we had it.
Imagine what it'll be like 20 years from now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're doing this on your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is
Well, how many
embedded
people
in your
ever thought it
forehead.
would be this good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I never thought in a million years we'd be this far either. This is great.
Yeah, if I could just get some the weather system a little. I mean, I'm fine with the way it's depicted. It's just the getting the METARs correct and stuff like that, and then get their ATC worked out a little bit better. I'd be pretty happy.
I'm
Yeah,
sure they'll get there.
Yeah, I turned. I haven't had ATC voices on for months. So I turned it on the other day when I was doing the start of the world tour, and I think that's actually improved. There's actually talk of what looking for opposing traffic, and they seem to have more call signs to call on, rather than just generic all the time.
It's gotten better, but sometimes it's hit or miss. Like I've been using. I decided to finally start playing with the fly-by-wire stuff, just for the hell of it, and for the most part, my flight plans have gone pretty well. I'm pulling it from SimBrief, but like last night, I was flying from Newark down to Atlanta, and I got a really late descent call from ATC, and I'm at the outer marker. I'm still at 15,000 feet. I'm like, come on, really? But other times, like, they call me down way early, so I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna chill
All right,
here.
boys,
at
this is
my final altitude
waypoint
forever.
2. Let's do a little STOL practice right here. Pick your poison.
I'm just going to land on you.
There you go.
I'm going to go around here and make a left base to this uphill portion. See how that goes. It's pretty steep. This is a full flapper. I think it's a little bit better up top.
14 knots of wind.
Oh,
There's a step in the train.
Yeah, I can see it from out
Caution.
here.
Caution.
Caution, step one final.
I'm over.
Make sure you got that bunny hop down.
Why do
I'm
I
here.
always find
Oh.
it? Why do I always find the step in the terrain?
must be a lot of wind blowing up here. Hit me right on my side.
Nice one there, Tom.
Not too bad.
But it's steeper than it looks.
It is.
It is.
It is.
Like the view.
Boop, 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 boop. There we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was touch and go anyway.
Good night. I just
Yeah,
can't
that,
do it. I've lost it.
Yeah,
I just slammed it though pretty hard.
Well, not stall, but I got down.
Going for an SLAM.
Wasn't exactly a short roll.
Mine was short, on my nose.
Prop landing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you climb out, remember to put your flaps up.
Exactly.
make sure my
There is a wind there, quite a bit.
Yep, there's wind, definitely.
So the nav map's only showing 208 at 2 knots.
I've got 14 on my little nav map.
I got
I
15
don't know
on
what the
mine.
difference is.
We're all getting different.
Yeah.
That was fun.
There's plenty of places to do some landings and stuff at. So.
Monster livery might be my new favorite.
right. It looks really good.
Glad I gave you the idea.
Yeah, hopefully we got some jungle strips and stuff like that down in the
Ooh, there's
Andes. That'd be
tons.
fun.
Tons of which look like roads, not strips.
Right, yeah.
Definitely drug running.
There's just a little swath cut in the trees there. Right.
Some of them are going to be pretty high too. So.
I know this with the last 4 seasons, he fixed the tree height differential up here.
Here in BC.
Yeah, I remember a couple weeks back, I was like, what is going on with these trees? You'd have a bunch of short ones and a bunch of really tall ones that are like
Yeah.
twice the height, but it seems like they're all evened out now, relatively speaking. What's the
That's nice scenery in the early morning light with the clouds and everything.
Oh yeah.
Sim does a nice job of capturing that real world look and light.
It does, yeah.
I'm always blown away at the lighting that reflects or bleeds through the clouds at night when you know, especially going over a city and like, and got some cloud cover, it lights up the bottoms of the clouds and stuff like that. Or when you're way up above them, you might not see, you might not be able to actually see the lights, but you can generally tell depending on how thick the cloud layer is, you'll get some glow on the clouds. It's really cool.
There's no friggin' way that I can get under you, Deanne. Without getting a teeth full of dirt.
Ian cutting treetops again.
Ah, he's in the trees out on the bed of the creek here and scaring the crap out of the squirrels.
Man, it's too dark to mess in these trees.
It is a little. Yeah.
Cloud layers a little thick and then dip underneath it here.
They got some new stuff coming out here pretty soon too.
Yeah, there's a
Honda
Pilatus.
Jet.
Yeah, there's Pilatus, PC 12 and 24, I think.
Oh, really?
They're-
Yes, the
they're-
Twin
they're-
Otter will be coming out from Aerosoft.
Oh,
Their recreational level, which is, I guess, their term for non-study level, but you know, most of the stuff is anyway.
That Honda Jet is looking really nice for freeware. It's, they're saying it'd be almost study level.
And then there was rumors I just saw pop up that there is a study level tube coming out at some point that people are testing.
I wish big radials would get off the dime and finish out the drum and goose.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, that's got
Get
lot
us
of
a
promise.
beaver.
Beaver I need a beaver. Must have beaver. Come on, Millville, get off the dime.
They're the guys doing it, are they?
Millville had one, had a really nice one for P3D.
Oh, right.
It shouldn't be rocket science to update it and port it over.
Right.
And did you see the one for the guys who do the sailplanes have made a guy flying wing? It's just him and a little wing on
Yeah, the jet.
Or jet engines.
Fly.
Yeah, it's in testing
Damn.
right now.
You going to be able to keep up to the vertigo?
Like
I
15
don't
minutes.
think so. Not gonna be that fast. Otherwise it'd rip your face off.
Is it any good, Dragons?
It has
been flying
great
it, hasn't it?
potential. I just suck at taking off. It has a lot of issues at the moment with like controls, making it, fun to fly. Once you're in
Assuming you
VR,
almost take off like a
yeah,
helicopter,
take off- yeah.
then transition.
So in VR it's dope once you're off the ground, but trying to take off in VR is a sickening experience. You're just flopping around like a fish until you get some sort of airspeed where you have control surfaces.
Right.
Speaking of flopping around like a fish, anybody seen AK here lately?
No.
He's still fishing?
Yeah, I think he's still out fishing.
bugger.
I don't blame him. If he had the choice between hanging around with us reprobates or actually getting outside and fishing, I know what I'll take.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He's going halibut fishing, isn't he?
No idea.
I don't remember that I ever heard exactly what he was going for, but
But they got
If he's
multiple
doing it
species of
commercially, he'll be
salmon.
able to upgrade his flight sim.
no kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
local
looks like we're
halibut here
going
at
to
the store
climb a
is
little
$20.
bit there, boys.
Know what the deal is here, guys. The deal running 120 knots. I'm right at the red line on my tack, and I'm barely making 118. Barely.
That'd be about right. A little
Same.
over red line, so I need to pull it back a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pull
got
it back right to red line.
Yeah, I try and, fly that as like I would actually flying a real aircraft, and I sure as hell wouldn't want to burn it. Actually, I'd be flying right back probably in the middle part of the yellow.
Yeah, me
and
too.
Wouldn't go beyond that. But
Actually, I'd stay in the green. I'd be down around 5,300 RPM.
keep you safe and keep you from having to rebuild that engine too often.
Exactly, yeah.
Gets
They're expensive. You don't want to have to go too short a time between TBOs.
Well, I'm lucky with this aircraft. It's absolutely bomb-proof. I never do any maintenance on it. I just park it up at the end of the day.
Isn't
and come
that
back to it next
amazing?
week, and it just flies straight up.
Yeah,
Frang it a little bit, no problem. Yeah.
yeah. Just keep on going.
If it breaks, you just get a new one.
Well, the thing I liked about flying the A2A aircraft in FSX B3D was whatever you put on that, it was persistent. And, if you over-rev the engine too much or stuff like that, your engine would need to go in for maintenance. And they
Yeah.
had that model really, really well.
I'd love to have that on this, and be able to fly multiplayer without crashing into everybody. I think that would be great.
I'm sure somebody will make some sort of
Sooner or later.
frame tracking mod that'll do something similar to that, would be my guess. I mean, they've got like the semi-wear and tear in there that you can set like, airframe wear and stuff like that already. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you said it in the A2A model,
Right.
was based on how you flew the aircraft.
Right, yeah.
I wouldn't get farther.
D&B, that's right. Yeah, you'd have a problem.
My favorite two birds in P3D were the J3 Cub and the T6 Texan. I love flying those aircraft.
Somebody posted up a screenshot of a Super Tucano trainer the other day, but I
Oh, that'd be nice.
It's just a conversion. I'm sure it's not an actual. Somebody didn't actually make it for the sim. But yeah.
I think we're going past this first mountain right here and then gonna left down the pass.
Yeah, I think so.
Blue Ass Lake down there off to our right.
Is it blue ass?
Yeah.
Is it the Blue Ass Lake? So we're a little bit south of that.
That looks like we're going to have to climb up anyway. Not much of a pass here.
Oh, I actually got quite a bit of a downdraft coming over that bridge there.
Yeah.
Sucked in.
I was going to go down low, but it looks like we got to climb up over top of that other mountain on the other side of the lake.
And your point is?
I'm going to stay up high.
Come on, no one ever learns the learns that lesson. Oh, I've gained all this height. I might as well save that because I need it in like 2 miles time. Oh God, no! Let's hit the valley floor.
The gravel, you can do
You
that.
can do that really well.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's when you're in another aircraft and you've already got that mindset, and you think, oh God, I'm gonna have to spiral all the way up to get back over this next pass.
Last week I flew the, I had that CTD at the second to the last waypoint, and I decided, okay, I'm going to fly the rest of it in the Stearman. And there's that one mountain range that you had to go through, and I'm telling you, mountain flying in the Stearman, it ain't for the faint of heart.
No, a lot of circling on that if you want to go over
Yeah.
mountains.
Fair amount of circling, and it's like, uh-oh, boy, I ain't going to get over this ridge.
That's
I
a
guess
good
I'll have to
experience
circle.
for you.
Uh-oh,
though.
got canyon on either side. Yeah, that was a hoot. There was one ridge there. I must have cleared it by 6 feet.
Still better than minus 6 feet, though, right?
Yeah, well, better 6 feet over than 6 feet under, I suppose.
No kidding. That's a nice view off to the right there.
Sun just peeking over the clouds there under the water as well.
That BC mesh made a world of difference.
I believe
It did. We missed a few spots on here, but not many. Looks like it's going to be really nice over top of this ridge too.
Is that actual weather to our 2 o'clock, or is that just a bank of cloud? I can't quite tell from
Yeah,
It's pretty.
didn't see any lightning.
Well, I believe we left that behind us.
We did.
Funny, I didn't miss it.
Ah, crap. First mountain we come to is Microsoft Rounded Scenery. Anytime you see the squiggly snow lines, you know you're in trouble.
Brown snow.
One thing about it, being up high, you don't have near as much stuttering.
No, hopefully that. It's just. Yeah, I've been having a lot of micro stutters though.
Yeah, I have too.
When I'm flying in 2D and it constantly stutters. If I unplug it, it'll likely crash the game.
Well, hopefully some of that stuff gets fixed when they offload some processes to other cores with this update later this month.
I bet it smooths out. I hope it does.
I hope so too. I'm pulling 25 frames per second right now. It's everything on ultra, so VR kicks it down a lot. I'm usually, if I'm not in VR, I can get around 45 to 50.
I'm running 29.6, but I've got it limited to 30. So.
Got mine limited to 32.
Now that VR
does-
is what's pulling yours down, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope this update brings all it promises, and then maybe I don't need to upgrade my graphics card.
Yeah, I hope so too.
That won't stop me upgrading my graphics card, but you know, it might give me a bit more time before I feel the need.
We're actually starting to come back into stock since the Chinese cracked down on all the mining.
One of the guys, was one of the moderators on our Discord. He's on the beta for Sim Update 5, and he posted some pictures for us on our private channel. You know, I'm not going to say his name just in case somebody's listening. But man, he had some frames per second that were unreal. I'm hoping for the best whenever this thing comes out.
Well, like I said, hopefully a good portion of that is offloading processes onto the multi-core and actually getting the graphics cards to be more heavily utilized. Because I know
No, but yeah, mine,
is really not being used to its
my
full
3090 it runs anywhere from 90% plus on the GPU, so. I know, and then others, you know, it's CPU bound.
Mine is
Hard to figure out.
CPU bound and memory bound for some reason. I have plenty of them.
I'd like to use more cores on the CPU. I mean, I've got 12 cores and it only uses one of them.
Yeah, I'm definitely CPU bound. I mean, my 2080 Ti sat there at like 50%. Feed me more pixels. Feed me more pixels.
I'm usually running around 40 to 50% CPU, but 90% GPU.
You know what? I take that back. Well, yeah, I mean, my GPU's running around 99% right now, so I guess I can't. That's crazy. Something must have changed recently.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't know.
What I'm hoping for in the update, it's supposed to be there, is the water effects.
That would be
He
cool.
wakes, I want
Yeah,
book
that'd be
lengths to
nice.
function right. I want to see splash. I want to see when you touch down on a runway. I want to see a little tire smoke.
Tell you what, they've got that smoke on the smokestacks right now to where it looks really nice when you see it.
Yes.
Yeah, with the
What we just passed, is that waypoint 3 or 4?
Or
Okay. We need to find a place to set her down at. If you,
Only like 50 minutes.
Anywhere. You can land anywhere. Just past 5 looks alright. There's a valley down there.
okay, all right. Let's go to 5 then.
Wasn't there?
I'm sinking really bad right now.
Yes. Experience.
Whoa,
Yeah, it's
get
very,
some shot
very
here.
Wow, coming down into this valley, there's some crazy weather right there.
These clouds look pretty dark.
No.
DN is
They
dropping
do.
like a rock.
Dump the throttle pointer at the ground.
Hey, I'm gonna head down for this valley down here, and then take a left turn up it and for waypoint 5, and see if we can find a place.
Find the clearing.
Fields down there. My GPU is hot right now. I need to figure out a way to get it colder. It's at 84 degrees Celsius, which is quite toasty.
And my frames are down to 23 right now, but it's still smooth. No jerking or anything. Which amazes me.
Yeah, my card's sitting at 68
to-
right now.
I
CPU's
need to take like the glass panel off the side of my PC. I need to remember to do that when I fly. Get some more air in there.
Yeah.
It supposedly, oh no, the CPU's liquid cooled, not the GPU. Never mind.
Yeah, I've got a AIO on my CPU.
Used to have mine water cooled, and then I found out I couldn't get to anything in case something went wrong, so I jerked it all out and went with an air cooler. Went with a Noctua air cooler, double fan.
I was just always weird about hanging those big heat sinks off of my board, so I never, when I built this new one, I just went with an AIO, but oh well.
That looks like a good canyon down below there, Rocket, for DN.
It does, yeah.
I'm in it.
That's what I figured.
all the populating trees, you know, they'll populate right before you land.
Yeah. It's like, I'm already there. Oh, that's another thing I'm looking forward to. They're supposed to be fixing the tree issue at the
tree.
next update.
Yeah.
Yeah. Finally be able to see out to the horizon again, maybe.
Yeah, we'll try and find something over this ridge right here. That's gonna be right at
Got
waypoint
my
5.
RP. That's a
Yeah, I
bit
think-
of a ways off.
I think we should have called ahead with somebody with a chainsaw.
Couple blocks of C4.
All right, I got a place right below us here. Looks like sandbar.
Oh,
Got a bunch of terrain
Same.
flattening out as the stuff renders in.
That's right.
I survived the gorge. That was deep as well.
Was it?
Yeah. Just a
Yeah.
big tree tunnel the whole way.
Oh, that's water. Can't land
Just
on
gotta
that.
go real slow.
Ed?
Yeah, well, yeah, you can try.
That's a funny river on top of a cliff.
Yeah, right. Not sure about that.
I've got funny cliffs morphing everywhere.
Same here.
Is that a dry part between those trees
fine.
there that we can land at, or is there water there? I can't
My
tell.
goodness.
I'm gonna do a quick pass here. Glide past Tom. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's just a big sandbar. We can land there. Yeah, we're good.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. I'm gonna
I'm on
swing her back around. And there's a second one just around the next bend if you can't find room.
But since he updated the gravel here with the flapperons, you have to watch whenever you're landing right now. I mean, you put on too much brake and you're over on your nose in a heartbeat.
Yep.
Yeah, she
I
drops
was
pretty
pretty.
quick.
I was pretty near there. Yep.
Oh, I'm here. I did nose over. I almost did a ground loop though, so trade-offs. Oh,
Got the wing in the dirt.
ground loop.
There we go.
Been there, done that.
Not a nose over, it's a ground loop at this point.
Even with full back stick, you know, if you put too much brake on, your nose is in the dirt.
I got lucky this time.
Yeah,
I
I
decided to go around.
think I had an R-right landing. It just it kind of got wonky over there with the terrain. Popped me up on one side.
Ooh, that was rough.
Looking good, Rexpo.
We made her though.
In the trees. Nose over.
And,
Oh,
well, shit.
What's that?
technically, it's a landing.
That probably
Yeah,
about
ground.
covers it. Let's see, I got
Beavers down.
got 57 after. Everybody won't be back about 10 after.
Sounds good.
Yeah,
Works
that's
for me.
right.
Yeah, terrific, terrific.
Cool beans.
Time to go get a cup of coffee.
Absolutely.
Time to drain the last one.
Drain the main vein.
I think I'll break out my jerry can and add a little more fuel here too.
There you go.
See if that cools it off at all. Maybe a little bit. still wing over?
Yeah, it's just a little bit too bumpy over there. It's just I kind of get high-sided.
on that landing as well.
It's hard to get
sideways.
Yeah, I've been noticing that too. But yeah, it's kind of hard to get a read on the pitch of the sand part.
Looks like it's snow to me.
The lighting. I don't know if it's snow or if it's just, yeah, it might be snow, I guess. And the grass has got white on it, so I guess it would be a little bit of snow.
Maintain like 40 knots at flap 3 until I'm just above the ground. And I pull back. And drop flaps.
You got a nice one there.
You see how I was coming in sideways on that almost? Kind of.
Yeah, yeah, you were dog tracking a bit. Yeah, you can definitely catch it coming out of the... Sitting here turning on my wingtip, and it's like, dude, you're gonna drop out of the sky.
Yeah, I usually drop it down to flap 3, and then I just use throttle to maintain 40 knots until I'm just above it, and then I'll drop it down. So if you're going any slower, you either wing over and eat it. Hit the ground too hard, you slam it, you tip over onto your nose. I've had to relearn how to land after the new update that makes it more realistic.
made it, and I didn't park it in the trees.
Yeah, the sandbar is not
All
as
that
flat
uniform
and
white
smooth as you
texture
think.
that you can't really see
Yeah, right.
anything on.
That's the one.
And I
And
believe
only.
it's snow because I'm slip sliding everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are all way down there in the hole.
Easy.
Yeah.
Drop a
How
flap.
are you going to get out of that?
Firewall.
Flap 2 and
Flap 2. Grab
Flap
a
2
throttle.
and firewall with throttle.
Flaps.
That's
You're
it.
up.
That was near miss.
What the?
Ouch.
On my side, it looked like he just. Deanna, are you not running the mesh for this?
No.
Okay,
Are
that
you
makes.
seeing
Yeah.
weird stuff? Because I'm seeing weird stuff.
Yeah, no, it looked like you just collided with like midair, like nothing, and then dropped. Like what the hell? That would be why. That's funny. Yeah, I suppose we're probably buried in the ground for you or something.
Well, some of you are halfway up the side of this elevated river.
Oh, okay.
It just looks nuts.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was funny. You like kind of dove past us, and then literally, like, it looked like you hit a brick wall in the sky on my side.
What Wile E. Coyote style? Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
What sandbar did Rocket land in? I don't see him.
It was
Oh,
further
I
up.
was up a little bit farther north than y'all.
Oh, okay, I see it
Oh,
here now.
gotcha.
Okay.
Alright.
Drop.
All right, looks like everybody's getting airborne.
Trying to. Jesus, man. It's just fighting me the whole way up. There we go. As there's probably some much flatter sandbars off here to the, and they were passing to the right now. Jesus.
Look at all these
yeah,
sandbars.
Yeah. There's a really nice one right here in front of me. Nice open approach from the river.
Time to do a little river hopping here.
I think so. So we got a little wave action on the water too.
Yeah, see that?
Actually flowing.
Very nice, very nice.
Actually, it looks like it's a flowing river. Yeah.
Yeah, river looks nice.
That's a tight tree tunnel there.
Island in the stream.
be our most scenic river hop yet.
Pretty
Especially
good.
with those mountains down there at the end of the valley.
Yeah.
That was pretty nice.
Doctor
It's show
Station,
time to
where
load
are
up the Vertigo and go to Grand Canyon, I think.
you? Yeah.
Mm,
That's a lot of fun. I've done
Did
that
it?
before.
Yeah, as well.
Yeah, I think that was probably one of the first places I flew, aside from Reno, when I started messing with the Vertigo.
I think I took off from the Grand Canyon Resort Airport or something like that, and hooked a right there at the canyon. Went down to bridge, and then turned around and came back all the way.
Yeah. What's up with the lack of trees on those hills, but whatever. Getting tight. Trying to pay attention to the trees in the river, and I keep getting distracted by the mountains coming up. Oh, I think
These stutters are killing me. I need to unplug that VR
getting
headset.
off path here now. Yeah, I started getting some down low. Starting to have some issues there.
Must have stale avgas. I cannot catch that DN color.
Well, thanks for reminding me that I didn't fill up before we started.
I say I saw him topping them off at the back at the ramp, but I assumed he was just being a nice guy.
I
Didn't
need
see
a
what was in the
checklist.
gas
I need to make
cans.
myself a physical checklist for these flights because I always forget. There's some fill up gas tank. Okay, thank you.
Right, yeah.
Close are we to Bellacoola? Pretty close. We're good.
Damn, that kid's good.
Wow. Nice mountains here, right?
Just a tree.
Must be hanging right past the mountain.
Getting tight up here too.
Oh, that was weird.
Climb, baby, climb.
Yeah, looks like we got a clearer ridge here. Should be okay around 6,000.
My imagination, or did the scenery just get a whole lot nicer?
Yeah, it did.
Looks really
It
nice
did.
in front of us. Yep.
Big diff.
Tell you what, that mountain at about 11 o'clock to where I'm at right now, it reminds me a whole lot of the mountain they use in Paramount Pictures right at the starting credits.
All right.
Yeah,
Ah, that's right. Yeah.
I can see that. Looks okay. Really high mountain lake over here, and suddenly I want a float variant of the Crow. Blue. Nice.
Wolf, you found you a nice lake over there.
It's actually really cool. Climb out's a little steep though. Man, this scenery just keeps getting better.
Yeah, even the rock screes, you know, where the
Yeah.
snow falls, it's really textured quite well.
Rock slides and everything.
Mm.
Best I've seen in a while, I'll tell you.
Yep. You don't have the British Columbia dim, 20-meter dim, then doing yourself a disservice, I believe.
Oh yeah.
And like Rex Expo says, the price is right.
Right.
Yeah, we're heading down for the airport here, one of them. Down in the valley here, if you look off to about 9, 10 o'clock along the river, looks like what would be a waterfall, but I'm Don't know whether it is or not, but that's what it reminds me of.
That's what
Yeah,
I
that's-
want, animated waterfalls.
Yeah, me too.
Be nice, wouldn't it?
I know it can be done.
If they get the frames per second back up where they should be, you know, then animations and stuff won't hurt nearly as bad.
True.
I'll take a touch and fuel up.
We got a touch and go here, Rocket.
Yeah, touch and go.
Possibly not the VR headset, which could cause crash.
Good
test
idea.
out. We'll see. These stutters are killing me.
There it is.
So what I'm looking at, we got a nice little uphill runway too.
It's a nice, nice little airport. I think I've got an add-on scenery for it. The freeware. Orbix had a nice Bayware airport for Bellagula in B3D. I think the freeware one is pretty nice too, as I recall.
Pretty bumpy coming in.
I touched and I go.
Yeah, it is bumpy.
Yeah, coming in over those trees.
Yep.
Just a little. Well, the wind's going the right direction for that one at least. Blowing straight down the runway. I wonder if that registered. Oh, it did.
I'm gonna make a circle here and let everybody make their touch and go, and then see whether we can't go up this valley a little bit instead of climbing up top.
And gone.
unplugging my VR headset, so hopefully I don't crash.
I still recording?
Mm-hmm.
Fingers crossed.
All right, we're good.
Awesome. Looks like the ridge cuts back across. We're gonna have to climb up anyway at the end of this valley.
Yeah, it's pretty good little mountain ridge right here too. Nothing we can't handle.
Pretty bumpy.
Very scenic though.
That is Mount Sogstad ahead of us. Missed an opportunity to visit Snooty Peak though.
Yeah, put the old gravel to work here.
And climb, baby, climb.
Nice. I always love coming over top of a ridge and seeing mountains forever in front of you.
Great weather.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, sun shining off to our left, and the haze makes it look very realistic.
Mm-hmm. trees looked like they had a dusting of snow overnight.
Definitely got some snow cover on some of these.
We'll go through this little pass right here. It looks nice.
And Rocket Squirrel was never seen again.
Call that. Oh, yeah. 20 years from now. That there is Rocket Pass. The last anyone ever saw of him or his plane. Climb, Tom, climb.
I'm just wondering if this is a good idea or not.
Yeah, you got it.
Climb, baby, climb.
Man, the view is spectacular.
Yeah.
Bumpy. Turtles.
It looks like we got frozen ass lake below us right here.
Yeah, right. Oof. Some updrafts kind of pushing me around here.
Nah, that's Deanne's wake.
Okay. Yeah, it's definitely choppy today. I've got the airframes squeaking and banging and popping.
Yeah.
It's not doing that. You're not doing it right.
So
Yeah, usually you only hear the rudder pedals doing that.
I think carbon's a little noisier when you stress the airframe.
There's a very nice pass right up ahead of us right here. Looks like a glacier coming down in between two big old mountains.
This is going to be a climb.
This is a good looking glacier here too.
Yes, sir.
Cat wants him. Scratching at the door. Come on, goofball.
You talking to your co-pilot?
Yeah. Yeah, I heard her scratching at the door.
My co-pilot's sleeping right now, so.
We must have been a lot further east when we went heading north. This has been almost the entire return trip's been pretty scenic.
Very scenic.
That livery looks so cool, Dragons. Lower. Tempted to drop into this valley, but I feel that would just only cause me pain.
I watch the oil temp is hitting on the red line.
Oh. I just figured the gauge was broke. Nah, that ain't right.
Must be.
That gauge is clearly not right. Been pegged this whole time.
Oh, that's what that's for.
Oh.
I thought that was the fun meter.
It'd be fun if your engine stopped in this area.
What's it mean when you go past the red dash? Clearly out of the danger zone because there's no colors past the red. So.
Well, I backed off the throttle on Scotia, now it's back in the yellow.
Yep.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. Yeah. Why is this? just have a little bit of a. Oh yeah. Got some wind blowing
What's
down
up?
that valley there. My left wing
Yeah.
started to pick up on me. I'm like, what is going on?
A huge glacier up there off to the right too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, that was uninteresting. Control Alt Delete's the only way I can get back into the sim, or my computer.
Locked up?
Oh, nothing that I ever seen before.
Oh, really?
Nope. I'll spawn on you and you guys.
Did your sim just freeze up, or did you like tab out to check something else?
No, the whole 9 yards. My Discord froze up. My little nav map froze up. Sim froze up. Mouse wouldn't even work.
I've had that a few times.
Run out of memory?
No, I don't think so.
Weird.
That is weird. First.
Yeah, I had that the other day where my mouse stopped working and everything just ceased. Everything carried on running, and I could still fly the plane, but I couldn't use Windows at all. Couldn't bring up the taskbar, you name it.
Blame it on the
that's
heat.
something an issue with the latest build of Windows, because I've had that problem too a few times in the last couple months where everything just completely freezes. Windows freezes. I can't do anything.
Yep.
And I can't pull up Task Manager. Like, it doesn't recognize any inputs, so I basically have to do a hard reset of the machine.
Sounds like what I'm just
Wow.
experiencing. Yeah.
I had to do that earlier before I got into the sim today. Lost keyboard,
Yep.
mouse, everything. So there's been a couple updates through Windows this week that maybe something there's.
I wonder if it's something to do with Windows then on the latest builds.
You know friggin' well I'm gonna blame them on Windows.
Well, we're all going to 11 by the fall anyway, so maybe
Hey,
we'll
Yeah.
you
stay.
bastard.
Oh, he's got plenty of altitude.
Bearcat, I hope you got some altitude because I'm spawning to you.
Pretty high, yeah, up around 9,000.
Quick dive for the deck.
Yeah.
Spawns in with a cliff face in front of him.
Right. Yeah.
Did that.
Flying over the Knot Lakes.
I see you back there. You made her in.
Yep.
What are you doing, Ollie, kid?
Well, it was. I had a Windows error box, like the old familiar Windows notification error. So it was definitely something.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't my SIM card, nothing like that. No, I had a funny thing. I should have took a quick shot with my phone to save the screenshot, but I didn't. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Could be because I've just got my page file that's like the size of my, like, 32 gigs is fine, whatever.
Size of Texas.
Yeah. But, hey, what are you doing? Stop.
Stay in the back seat. Stay in the back seat.
All right, yeah.
Here's a bone.
She's these paper bags.
I hope you're talking about a dog and not your wife.
Oh, it's my cat. Oh, come on.
Raymond's got us climbing a lot this trip.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought it was meant to be all downhill from here.
Yeah. I flew uphill both ways. Weird.
Both ways.
Walks 2 miles through the snow to go to school.
Yeah.
6
had
feet
to
of
walk-
Uphill both ways.
Yeah. Only a bag of gravel for me lunch.
Barefoot.
Oh, at least you got gravel.
At least you got a bag.
At least you got a bag.
Top of the Microsoft Mountain and hook a left. There's the squiggly snow lines.
Not the squiggly snow.
Not that.
Anything but the squiggly snow. What's up?
The end. Just went zooming by.
Oh.
Very weird. Oh my goodness. You do like a challenge, don't you, Dean?
Yeah, well, you know, it's a big world. I may never come here again.
Right. It is kind of a crazy thing about just how Sims are now. Unless you're, you know, constantly flying your favorite routes. I mean, there's just so much to look at. I mean, you may never see the same place twice depending on where you go.
You got the whole world to look at. That's the good thing about it.
Trying to hang off your tail. It's not easy. Lose track of where we're going, trying to follow you.
Thought you were following me.
Couldn't keep up.
Had to firewall it.
This looks like a good landing spot right here.
Kind of bumpy.
It's got a bunch of manifold warnings and the floor pan blew out of the aircraft. I don't know what's going on.
Damn it.
It was a little bit bumpy, Rocket, but we got her down.
Come on. Stop blocking on me.
Little bit.
Alright, is kind of. Yo. And off he
Wow,
goes.
it's a nice lake down here.
Some mighty fine fields down here.
Stop rolling. Nice landing, Beaver.
That was. Jesus Christ.
That's okay. I didn't see the first time, so you're good. It's the end.
Yeah, stopped in time.
F-18 is helicoptering.
You lose a lot of airspeed when you're side slipping doing knife edge. It takes a lot of horsepower and airspeed away from you.
A lot of little lakes this high up.
Surprisingly enough.
Snow melt that never made it to the bottom.
Nowhere for it to go.
Nope.
Well, this is just completely unrealistic. It's clearly too hot in Canada to have mountain water. Especially in British Columbia.
Getting a lot of stutters today.
Yeah.
I'll take the stutters over hard set, reset.
I haven't had one for some odd reason.
I've had a few of those less than 1 second blackouts in VR, but I would expect that with around 22 frames per second.
1 second blackouts, that's a lot of caffeine.
That's half a bottle, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, temp pegged at 150. Doing it right.
Thank you.
The last turn before our final stop.
Guess we'll cross this ridge and then go low. Head for Jelenko Lodge.
What's on the menu?
Fish.
Come on, baby. I'm stuttering.
It's likely trout.
Works for me.
It's right on. It looks like it's right on a lake down there. So I'm just guessing that's a fish camp.
Called One Eye Lake.
Someone obviously had an accident fishing there then.
And now that's an image I don't want in my head. Damn it.
Unless he was apart and had an itchy eye.
So how'd you get the patch?
Yeah.
Exactly. Let me tell you.
Oh, nice view.
Oh,
Yep.
fantastic view. Absolutely.
Yeah, that ought to be the lake about 12 o'clock off in the distance.
Yep.
Remember when we went through Alaska and we were commenting about those appeared to be purple bushes and stuff and whether they were real or not?
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
I got a one of the Google Maps that come up scenery on my desktop here.
Yep.
They had one of Nome, Alaska. And it was showing the all those purple bushes and stuff. They were on one side of the mountain only. I don't know whether it was the windward side or the leeward side, but it was definitely one side only.
Like lilac or something.
Don't know why. They were definitely purple, dark purple. So they're real.
I wonder if it's
I don't know
that
whether they're
side.
blueberry bushes or what.
Be
A lot
on
of
one side,
blueberries up there.
I wonder if they were like
be on
lilac
one
bushes.
side due to the daylight, how much daylight that they get on that particular side, probably.
Yeah,
Yep, you
my
could
guess.
be right.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Whatever they were pretty. Not prettier than what they were in the sim, but
I'll just have to get Four Seasons to update the purple bushes.
yeah. Well, he's done stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's usually really good with requests.
And he doesn't just put them in. He actually looks up what species and
I don't
stuff
think
that they
Devs
are and
ever
make sure he
sleep
gets the
anyway.
right one in there.
Yeah.
I must never sleep.
Yeah, he loves his plants.
Right. There's- Alright. Well, not. Am I just not seeing it?
I'm not seeing it yet either.
I think we're past the
It's
north.
close.
Oh, we're good. Okay, we still have a little bit. Okay. Wasn't zoomed in enough to tell. Looks like there's a clearing here in the trees.
I
Florence,
think
right
yep,
base.
I think I see it.
Copy. Yep.
We're heading for our right base for it.
Going for runway
Cotton woke
30.
up.
Awake in time.
Oh, what the heck, man? Wasn't getting any rudder authority there on landing.
This is a runway? Okay.
Dirty dirt.
Looks like an ATV trail. Even got the tracks up here.
Feels like it too.
Hey, it's luxury. Look, there's no trees on it.
Oh.
Beautiful flight, guys.
Was.
Dylan has a lot of fun. Enjoyed that immensely.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that was a good one. Enjoyed that.
Good scenery. 2 more to go.
Right on.
2 more weeks and then I'm going to need a plane with llamas on it.
At least.
Well, I
least
think
a
we'll start
llama
out with
per-
burros. We'll start out with
Llamas
burros
taking
down in Mexico. And llamas down in the Andes. You're right.
Tequila.
Well, that was great, guys.
Yep.
Thank
Enjoy
you.
it, guys.
Logbook.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
Everybody,
Yep.
everybody
Good
take care.
day.
We'll see you next week.
You
Keep
betcha.
safe, have fun.
Sure. Yep.
See you
Thanks,
next
everyone.
week.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.